State Sen. John Whitmire and Rep. Sheila Jackson Lee are likely headed to a December runoff in Houston mayoral race. And early voting results show two longtime politicians share a large lead in crowded contest to lead City Hall for next 4 years. Whitmire and Jackson Lee lead the other 16 candidates by large margins in early and mail-in voting. Perhaps his best-known rivals, former Metro Mayor Gilbert Garcia and former Assemblyman Jack Christie, are frontrunners. 2023 Texas live election results follow the Houston mayoral race. State propositions and more. Whitmire will need to score more than 6 percentage points to clinch an outright win. Early voting generally accounts for about 50 to 60 of all votes in Houston mayoral elections. But it's not yet clear what percentage of early voting it will make up this year. Candidates typically don't win or lose by more than a few percentage points after Election Day votes are counted. And no candidate running for mayor in the last 25 years has won or lost by more than 4.5 percentage points. First elected to the Texas House of Representatives in 1972, Whitmire campaigned as a bipartisan coalition builder and promised to fight crime by strengthening police ranks while restoring confidence in city services such as garbage and recycling pickup. Jackson Lee, a nearly 30-year veteran of Congress, has continued his record of bringing federal dollars Houston, promising to keep that money flowing, help the city's infrastructure and offer hope for the city's future. The two longtime Democrats have dominated election polls since the summer, with many concluding that a runoff is almost a sure thing. Under Texas law, if no candidate receives a majority of the votes, a runoff election is required. The mayoral second round will be held on Saturday, December 9th. Live election updates follow the latest updates and analysis on the Houston and Texas elections. Elections next month may be even more contentious. Jackson Lee launched attack ads against Whitmire, focusing mostly on her conservative donors and past votes on abortion in the House. His campaign blamed Whitmire's team for the leak of audio that allegedly captured the congresswoman berating a staffer with a series of expletives. Whitmire's campaign denied that charge, arguing that Jackson Lee was trying to distance himself from the content of the recording. Jackson Lee's team vowed to hang up their gloves after the recording was leaked. Opinion polling has shown that Whitmire will form a strong coalition with part of the base that supports Democrats, while also attracting Republicans and independents. Jackson Lee is expected to dominate among black voters, who traditionally make up about 30% of mayoral voters, and to perform well among Democrats overall. These polls suggest that Jackson Lee will have a hard time building his base in a runoff scenario, driven by extremely negative sentiment among Republican and independent voters. Between 44 and 53 of those surveyed